Okay, it's rap pack to my pulse flat. We keep it real, no false rap. I got 4 cars and they all black. Got 4 bras and they all that. We call that.
This is LazarusReturnz with Refresh and Reload, and I'm here to talk about, obviously, E3. It's huge right now. It's part of everything that we all know and love in the video game industry. So we're going to cut to the chase. We have both of the conferences at E3 right now. We have the Microsoft one in the morning, the new PS4 in the afternoon, and or late evening. And I got to say, I enjoyed both. I did, but I'm an Xbox fan at heart. And while everyone is saying that PlayStation dropped the microphone on stage with, supporting indie developers and being all about the new, being able to share games, and they're not doing the DRM stuff, which I will say that their new commercial for "This is how you share a game" from Sony is hysterical. But I'm more to talk about Xbox today. I'll probably do another piece on PlayStation a little more. I want to rewatch that part of the conference. But I have a couple bullet points here to go over. There's a few things I really did like. They had their conference a few weeks back, which was more for the general audience. The one that showed all the fucking shit for like your cable and the center of your entertainment system and how Kinect works and all that great stuff. And while that was fantastic, I really think that should have been after E3, because instead of speaking to the audience that has already owned systems with Microsoft, which are your gamers, they're trying to speak to the broader audience and the people who own Wii's and Wii U's and those things at home. I think they should have reversed it. I think they should have gave the E3 conference, then after that they should have had the second conference. But I do get why they split it up, because it would have been really, really freaking long to have everything that you had in that first talk and in the one at E3 all together. It would have been a 4-hour conversation about the Xbox, and people would have got lost and bored. So splitting it up was smart on Microsoft's part, I believe. So there's a few things. There's a lot of highlights. Easily, I think Microsoft had the best set of games that come out of the two conferences. There's like Titan's Fall. I'm super excited for. I'm actually really excited for Spark. It kind of looks like a Little Big Planet, but for the Xbox. Probably a little different than that, obviously, but I got that feeling out of it. I'm pretty stoked for that. But Titan's Fall is just amazing looking game. I cannot tell you how excited I am for that. Jeff Kanata was talking about it. He's at E3 right now, and he had a couple things I think he really hit on point with. And the biggest one was the games. The games for Xbox were the best. But I like it. I already pre-ordered it. I went and got mine. Our receipt's laying around here somewhere. Receipt. There we go. This is what we got. I already put my money down for it. I'm getting an Xbox One to start. I'll probably pick up a PlayStation as well. But I want to talk about a few things that we had for bullet points here. Release date, people are saying November. That's the theory, like the 21st or something. Some people are saying October. I'm going to say November. Makes a little more sense. Holiday season, if they're smart. But I would love to see it come out in October. I'd be fine with that, of course. The fact you have to install every game. I'm fine with the installing of the game, but I'm a little worried about installing it and only having a 500 gig hard drive. I really think they should have went with a terabyte hard drive on this. You're talking about games that are graphically heavier, more to them, and honestly, they're the first generation of games to go with the Xbox One, which all the compression rates aren't going to be the same, and they're not going to know how to shrink down the textures and everything. They need to do the right way. I mean, that's just from experience doing that for a living and making games. But I'm a little worried about the size thing. They are saying, though, that you can hook up an external, I believe. Yeah, you can't do a upgradable or removable hard drive, but you'll be allowed to do external storage for game installs, saves, etc. So they may do kind of what they did when they put out the HD drive for the Xbox, where you had like this separate one. I bet you see them do something along those lines with an external hard drive that's a terabyte to suck another $150, $200 out of your pocket. It'd be cool if you could use anything you want, because I just go to fucking Newegg and find something. You can play games offline, but there's that huge issue that they've been talking about where once a day you have to sign online in order for it to check, to see who you are. And I'm a little worried about that. And I'm worried about it on a totally different freaking reason. People are like, well, what if I lose my power? I don't care about that. Pay your fucking bills. Don't be a bum. What I'm worried about more is the tournament scene. For, Call of Duty. For me, the fighting games, and for Commander of Yomi, the fighting games as well. We go there, there's anywhere between 30 to 50 to, Evo, even more Xboxes set up. And it's a 4-day event. And a lot of these hotels and places they have them set up at don't have Wi-Fi to where you could check in and make sure that they're good. That means that each one of those Xboxes have to check in to make sure that they're good. And I don't really agree with that idea of things, because how are you going to do that? It's not possible. 4-day event every 24 hours. So I hope there's a workaround for some of that. Like, you can't play things that are online. Like, you can't play the online portion of games. And we saw, if we go to games that we're forcing online with no, a little more, I should say, a little more the far end, the deep end of the pool, you have Diablo 3, who said that you have to be online to play this game. If you're not, you can't play it. And they're not doing that yet. Hopefully we don't see that. But having to sign in every 24 hours for tournaments, stuff like that, it's going to be very difficult to do. And with that many Xboxes, those Xboxes sit in a closet, man. No one's using them. They sit in a closet, and eventually we get them out and we hook them up and update everything, and we're done. So it gets that one 24-hour day, but then it gets nothing after that. So I don't know how they're going to handle that. Microsoft needs to figure something out. Maybe there'll be like a tournament package that you download and you don't have to worry about it. I don't know. Probably not, though. I could actually see them lifting that 24-hour thing to where you just can't log in to Xbox and get any of your data and stuff off the cloud, which, who gives a shit? You couldn't do it anyway. You're not online. So I'm worried about that. I really don't know what I like. I don't think I really like that. 360 accessories won't work with Xbox One. I don't give a shit. They're new controllers, whatever. Although fight sticks could be a problem, it means everyone's going to have to get new fight sticks. But they did show Killer Instinct, and that being the first fighting game that's going to be on it, everyone's going to have that arcade stick, or Hori, or Freak Mod, or whoever it is. They're going to figure out how to dual mod them or mod them for that. No backwards compatibility. Again, just keep your Xbox. Don't cry. Hell, dude, before Xbox 360 and PS3, there was no backwards compatibility. You just kept your damn systems as you know they came out. So the fact that people are saying that, oh, I don't have backwards compatibility, I don't like that, you're crying for no fucking reason. Let's see, what else is good? They increased your friends from 100 to 1,000. Thank the Lord. I've been asking for that. I would have paid to have more friends, and I hope we have a way to divide them up. Like, I played this game with these people, but period. Fucking 1,000 people, thank you. I would have filled that years ago. So now I can go back and find all my old friends that I might have lost. Let's see here. Have anything else really cool? It has a Blu-ray drive. Only one marketplace right now. Nothing for arcade or indie. But I have a theory that they didn't drop that there, and it's something they're going to drop later on. That we're going to hear something about the development conference. Like Microsoft has something at the end of this month to where they're going to have all their people come out and listen to what the plan is and whatnot. And I bet you there's something for indie and how indie publishing is going to work, because they made too much money off of it to lose stuff like that. So they'll figure something out for that. I mean, dude, why would you want to lose that crowd of indie development? And I'm sure there's indie development for it, and they just haven't announced it yet. That's just me. But mark my word, because I'm always my opinions are solid. They'll be right. Achievements, gamerscore transfers over. I have a huge gamerscore. I'm cool with that. XBLA arcade games, again, falls under the I don't give a shit. I'll keep my old one. Is there anything else that was really, really awesome for me that I was, or anything I should say I was really worried about? Oh, trading games. So I'm pretty sure you're going to see GameStop be able to take trade-in games, and you'll be able to take them there, get your money, so on and so forth. I'm not sure if you're going to have to relicense the game. I know they are saying that another thing you will have to be, where's it at here? Oh, okay. You no longer need to be, discs are no longer needed to play the game after they're installed. There is a keepsake, which is kind of rough. I hope they have a digital market for it. But there was something on here. Oh, here we go. If you intend to share the game with someone and they intend to own it, they'll have the option to install and buy it. Not a lot of details on it. It's a little sketchy. So I'm thinking what they're going to do is it's going to be a used fee or a partial fee for the digital download, but who knows how it's going to go. Or maybe you'll only be able to buy used versions of it after a certain amount of time. You know, like it'll take a while for them to circulate. So that could happen. But I think GameStop's going to have something with that, because they're not going to put GameStop out of business for it. But we'll see what happens. But you have Sony, who's not going to do that at all. So I just don't. I don't see how they're going to do that. I will say this, though. So I went to go reserve my Xbox One today, and I called my local GameStop, and they told me they're out of reserves. There's no reserves at all. You can't reserve the thing. So I called around one a little further, and I guess they only get X amount of reserves for everything. And I think I read online today there's like already 260,000 pre-orders for Xbox One. But they can pre-order as many PS4s as they want. So I don't know if there's a number on it or people just haven't ordered that many of them. They haven't ribbons with it. But I mean, I'm excited for Titan. I'm excited for Rise. I'm excited for the new controller, the force feedback stuff on the triggers. Forza looks beautiful. And I want to see some more unique games come out. But I'm really happy that they showed those. There's the is it Continuum or something like that, the one where you're stopping time. That looks really entertaining, although I always saw the CG for that. But it's time for a new generation of consoles, man. We've had these for a long, long time. Longest time we've had one set of generation of consoles since the Xbox, PlayStation stuff. And I'm excited to see the new shit come out. So tell us what you guys think. I mean, are you into this? Is there anything you're excited about? Anything you're really pissed off about? I know the DRM everyone's pissed off about, but again, it's early, man. Stuff can change. And I'm not a fanboy. Like, I own a PS4, I own a Wii, I own an Xbox, but when it comes down to it, I just play Xbox because I love the online and the community and how it works. PlayStation just didn't have that. Their online was atrocious. And also, you got your credit card. This generation of consoles be something where everyone's saying fanboys before everything's revealed. We're not there yet. We don't have everything, so stop your belly aching. Dude, it's 500 gigs. It is a little more expensive. It's $499 versus $399, but it also is coming with a lot of things that PlayStation doesn't have, from how they do the cable and how you can go through DVR stuff and all that kind of stuff. I mean, talk about it. Tell us what you love the most. Drop some comments below here or on refreshandreload.com. And I guess I'll hit you with one more thing before I leave. The price point is $499 Xbox One, $399 PlayStation 4. How much does that affect you? Because obviously around here, it didn't affect anybody. There was barely any GameStops to reserve my Xbox One. So it's obviously not affecting shit too much. People know they're going to do it. They're okay putting the money in, and I'm fine with the online stuff and connectivity that I'm going to have. Hopefully it's as smooth as we saw at the conference. But honestly, though, $100 isn't that much to me. It really fucking is. I know you're still spending another $60 on a game, but I still have my Xbox. I'm not trading it in. It doesn't matter to me, but it doesn't matter to you. Do you care? Do you feel like you're getting swindled or bamboozled? They're taking your money. To me, I don't give a shit. I think it's $100. I only buy one of them to start. It's not a waste to me. It's not too much money. So let us know what you think, and we'll do some more videos here. We're getting ready to switch over a new website here pretty soon. I know we've been talking about it forever and ever with that old man talking, but that's just how it is. So this is LazarusReturnz, Refresh and Reload. Just a quick update, let you know we're alive, what's going on. And go have a beer, because that's probably what I'm going to do right now. See you later, club. Have a good day.
Call that ballin', doing this is my calling. Flow is so appalling. My phone off and she calling. I'm like